Oh my gosh, this next clip, I have to pray for this, man. I'm not sure if you guys want to see this, but this hit by pitch is the scariest moment of 2018, and it's not even close. Roll it. Do you need an ice pack? I got some frozen broccoli. I'll put it right on your back, bro. I know that really hurt. That pitch was 48 miles an hour. Is this even baseball? What's going on, guys? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another MLB recap video. And the first thing that I want to say is thank you to everyone watching right now, because your support is absolutely amazing and it keeps me motivated. And also, quick little note, how many times do you guys get this a day? Scam likely? I'm so sick of it. Anyways, that's besides the point. Before we start talking about baseball and getting into the updates for today, I want to fill you guys in real quick. So I have another 1-year MLB TV subscription. I'm really hoping that I did not just show the code, but I will be streaming for the first time on Twitch today, probably about 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So I will leave the link in the top comment of today's video. So if you guys want to go ahead and win this, all you have to do is follow me on Twitch and then be there for the live stream, because I'm going to give it away in the chat. So don't miss it, guys. Thank you. The first clip that we're going to talk about today is one of the best stories that I've ever heard in Major League Baseball history. So Daniel Ponce de Leon, I love saying that name. It's like Francisco and Elf. I just like saying Ponce de Leon. Ponce de Leon. Anyway, sorry. 14 months ago, Daniel Ponce de Leon underwent brain surgery, and yesterday he had one of the most special debuts in Major League Baseball history.
The 1-2 to Hamilton. Pull. Fly ball. Left field. Ozuna. He has it. The remarkable debut continues for Daniel Ponce de Leon.
And what's crazy is this is the second time that this has happened this year. Not that someone's come back from brain injury, but that a rookie makes a debut and he goes at least 6 innings, no hit. The first time it happened this season was by a man named Nick Kingham. Shout out to my boy Nick. I actually know Nick and his family, so shout out to him as well. But Ponce de Leon, he might have upstaged him a little bit, because he did not give up a single hit. Yes, Nick Kingham was perfect through 6 2/3, and then he gave up a hit to, I think, Marcell Ozuna. I can't remember who it was, but these 2 starts, they're probably the best 2 debuts in the last 20-25 years. So to you, Daniel Ponce de Leon, we all tip our caps off to you. I'm so excited to hear that you are back in baseball. Here, it's always hard to talk about setbacks and injuries, but the fact that he had brain surgery, he came back, he worked through it, that's just a message to you guys. Always trust in your ability to come back from an injury. I know sometimes with Tommy John, brain surgery, breaking your leg, anything that can happen just out of the blue, it's really tough and it sets you back almost to the point where you think it's not possible. Take Ponce de Leon, for example. Take Anthony Rizzo. He came back from cancer. John Lester. All of these guys are showing that it's not impossible to come back from injury, and even something as crazy as a brain injury. Coming up next, this is kind of a surreal moment for me, and I know this is going to be a pretty sad moment for our man Shelfie, Mr. Dan Robertson. Everyone knows who Shelfie is, but Chase Utley is standing ovation because it's going to be his last time playing at Citizens Bank Park in front of a Phillies crowd. It's really sad, man. First it was Ryan Howard retiring because he wasn't very good anymore, and I feel so bad for him. Then it was Shane Victorino. Now Chase Utley. That whole Philly squad, they were so good, and they're all going to be retired.
And that brings up Chase Utley.
Number 26, second baseman, Chase Utley.
I know he's not watching, but to Chase Utley, I just really want to say thank you for your effort that you've put in throughout your entire career. I know there was that one slide against Miguel Tejada, and everyone kind of wraps up Chase Utley's career with that one play, but Hank Aaron's favorite player was Chase Utley, so I really take that to heart. He was one of my favorite players of all time. I can't even remember what Chase Utley sounds like until a couple days ago, because I never heard him say anything. I don't think he was ever ejected, anything crazy like that. So Chase Utley was a man's man, one of the hardest players to ever play baseball, and I definitely give him all my respect. Again, I tip my cap off to you. Probably take off my hat as I say that instead of just doing one of these things. All right, sorry. I'm definitely going to need your opinion on this clip right here, okay? So we have our man Gary Sanchez, one of the best hitting catchers in all of baseball. The only really negative that people have against him is his defense.
That ball got away from Sanchez. It looked like he got crossed up. Somebody's better cover home. Here comes Bowers, the throw to the plate, and he scores. It's 1-0 Rays, and somebody took their time getting after that ball.
So as we can see, Gary Sanchez let a ball get past him, and instead of sprinting to the ball to maybe, throw it to third base so the runner does not advance, he jogs to it, lets the ball just die on the ground, and the runner scores all the way from second. How does that happen? And then this next clip, this is absolutely inexcusable. We'll talk about it in just a second, but this next clip, Gary Sanchez down by 1 run with the bases loaded, grounds into a double play, when in reality, he should have been able to beat this baseball out, but we'll talk about it in just a second because he might have been injured, but I don't know.
Sanchez hits one to short. Second baseman flips to the shortstop, Adames. He's safe. To throw to first is in time. the series. Let's take a look at Sanchez who hit that ground ball.
He wasn't busting out of the box.
So like I was saying before we rolled the clip, Gary Sanchez had a groin injury before the All-Star break. That's why he's been out for quite some time. But he's got a 198 average. His hustle seems to be absolutely piss poor. Sorry, that's the only thing that I can really say. I don't want to understate it. It's piss poor. It's terrible. But is that lack of effort justified for a groin injury? If you're still on the field playing, you're pretty much telling your coach, I'm ready to go, I'm set, I can do this, and then you pretty much lose the game for your team. So guys, let me know in the comment section down below what your opinion is on this story. Do you think that Gary Sanchez should get a pass because he's not known to be a defensive catcher and he might have re-aggravated his groin injury, or do you think that he should not be playing and the fact that he pretty much lost the game? What is he thinking? Honestly, Gary Sanchez, get yourself out the game, bro, if you're not going to do that. Come on. And do not get me wrong. I've been injured before. I've aggravated my back. And as soon as I thought that I was healthy, I went back out in the first swing. I re-aggravated, and I was so upset that I re-injured myself that I did not tell anyone. And I'm sure that's what Gary Sanchez is thinking. I'm getting so passionate about this stuff because he showed such bad effort. But I totally get it. If he was injured, came back for one game and re-injured it, it's got to be so aggravating. No pun intended, because he aggravated his injury. No pun intended. So yeah, that kind of fires me up just because it was a one-run ball game and someone else should have been up there if the guy can't even run. So that's just me. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below.
That's out towards center field. Going back to the wall. His ankle gone. Big fly, Otani-san. 3-1 Halos. He's got that foot down and in that swing path, and he lifted that out to dead center field.
Otani-san strikes again. Shohei Otani hit his first home run in his comeback from the DL. I know he had an arm injury, so yes, he's not pitching, but he is still raking, and it seems like he only hits home run to dead center field, and this one was a 435-foot, pretty much pimp shot. As soon as he hit it, he knew that it was gone. So Shohei Otani is definitely proving to be a really good player. I'm not sure if he's going to be a MVP or anything like that, but Shohei Otani is proving it with both the bat. Let's see what happens when he comes back from his arm injury, but Shohei Otani definitely one of the most exciting players that we've seen in pretty much baseball history, to be honest with you. Dang, this kid is ripping it with his scooter. Oh, he just did a 360. Oh no, he hit his ankle. He's on the ground. Anyways, let's get back into the video. So we've talked about Daniel Ponce de Leon and his no-hitter in his debut, 7 innings. That's absolutely insane. Up there with Nick Kingham as one of the best debuts in the last decade or two. We have Chase Utley and his standing ovation. We have the Otani home run, and then that controversial Gary Sanchez effort. I'm still a little peeved at that one. What are you doing in the game, man? We saw the 48-mile-an-hour pitch from Hernan Perez, so now it comes down to this. Do not hate me for bringing this up, but just because I thought he was going to get called up because the Mets are so terrible, Tim Tebow broke his hand swinging a bat. You can't write it any better. First, Noah Syndergaard gets diagnosed with hand, mouth, and foot disease. Tim Tebow breaks his hand. I mean, can you sum up the Mets season any better? I feel really bad for Giraffe Neck Mark. If you guys are not subscribed to him, link in the description, but he's a diehard Mets fan, and just seeing his tweets every day on Twitter and seeing all of your guys' tweets who are Mets fans on Twitter, it just makes me happy to be an Indians fan. I know I couldn't say that 10 years ago, but I'm really happy to be a Cleveland fan. And that's pretty much going to do it for the top stories from July 23rd. Now we can kind of go into like the players of the week, the different trade rumors that are going around, and then the standings, because there's a lot of stuff going on. Last week, Rougned Odor of the Texas Rangers had a .615 batting average, so he took away the AL Player of the Week honors. And then we know our man Matt Carpenter with 6 home runs and I think a 529 batting average and a 1.706 slugging. Definitely the NL Player of the Week. Speaking of the Rangers, they are trying to move Cole Hamels to the Nationals. Zach Britton is getting a lot of attention from the Yankees and the Astros. And then we have Chris Archer, who is also receiving a ton of attention for the Yankees. I've always been a big fan of Chris Archer, but for whatever reason, he's never really lived up to the expectation of being an elite ace. He's always had like a 3.5, 4 ERA, and he strikes out a lot of people, throws super hard, but doesn't have the best control sometimes. But I think he would do great in the pinstripes, and that would be an amazing addition. If the Yankees can get Britton and Archer, forget about it, man. I'm not even gonna watch baseball. It's like the Warriors now. And to be honest with you guys, we talked about the standings yesterday and nothing really changed, so I'm not gonna bring it up. It's like beating a dead horse. There's no point to it. So maybe I'll do standings like a weekly thing, something like that. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it. A weekly standings update as opposed to every single day. That should be good. So guys, if you did enjoy this MLB recap video, go ahead and slap a like on this one. Again, do not forget, I will be streaming today, probably about 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time over on Twitch. Link in the description. Do all that crazy stuff, support the people, and MLB TV 1 year. Yeah, guys. All right, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you guys have a great rest of your Tuesday. If you're watching on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, any other day of the week, I hope that you guys just have a great day. Thank you all so much for watching. I will catch you in the next one. Peace out.